Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today's topic is don't waste your ideas. I hope that you are enjoying our daily chats here. And if you ever need to refer back to any of the previous days, just go to my YouTube channel and then click on the live feature, and all the days will be right there. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever had like a light bulb moment, one of those game-changing ideas? It makes you think, oh my gosh, this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. But then you just don't do anything about it. Been there, done that. A lot of times those light bulb moments come to us when we're just zoning out, when we're like in a bath or outside in nature, or doing some kind of like brainless task like mixing food or mowing the yard or doing something like that. But the hard truth is a good idea without action is like seeds for your garden that you just leave in the packet and you never plant them. So today I want to talk about some actionable steps that you can take to capture those ideas and actually implement them. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I do. But let me start with the premise that as a Christian, you know, I have that prayer that I pray every day that I talked about on day one. So go back and you can get a screenshot of it. But the prayer is, God, give me the wisdom, the humor, the favor, whatever it takes to do what you put me here to do. And may I do it in a way that pleases you. Silence my mind, silence my enemies, and bind me with the mind of Christ. So I pray that every single day. And so when I'm asking him to give me whatever it takes to fulfill my purpose on this planet, when he gives me an idea and I don't honor that, I'm not honoring God. I'm not honoring him whispering those ideas to me. He's trusting me with those ideas. But here's the thing. If he gives you a really great idea and he wants the masses to hear what you have to say, let's just take it down a notch. He even wants 3 or 4 or 5 of your friends to hear what he's put on your heart, and you don't honor it and you don't deliver that message and you don't do what the idea that he gave you to do, guess what he's going to do? He still wants that idea implemented. So he's just going to give it to somebody else who does listen and who does obey and who does implement. So I know that's a little bit of a tough thing to hear, but it is the truth. So also, do you think the Lord is going to be as inclined to keep whispering ideas and keep telling you things? Do you think he's going to trust you as much with those ideas if you don't honor him? I don't think so. So, I mean, he's a gentleman. He wants to be welcome. He wants to be wanted. He wants to be respected. So that's why you need to that's why you need to not be wasting your ideas. Okay, so let's talk about some actionable steps. So number one actionable step is to take immediate action on the idea. Is the idea that you have something that you can actually do right then, right there? Sometimes for me, it's a yes. If the Lord tells me to go, gives me an idea to give somebody a word of encouragement, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to go send them a voicemail, or I'm going to call them on the phone, or I'm going to send them a text. I'm going to do that. But if it's like an idea that I cannot implement right then and there for my business, there are several things that I do. Okay. One of the things that I will do is I will take out my phone, open up the notes section, and I will make some notes. I have different categories in my notes for different things. So if I have an idea for a video, I have video ideas. I have a list there. If I have a idea for my course content, then sorry, see, Siri was creating something for me because I picked it up and I tapped it. You could set Siri up to where she's going to know, hey, let's pretend that I'm saying her name. Hey, Pear, add this to my notes. Okay. So that's one way that you can take action upon it. Another way is I have a notebook that I keep for my business, and all my ideas go in that. So I will, if I have something longer that I don't want to put in my notes, I will, or if I'm listening to a podcast, or if I'm listening to a training or whatever, I take I put everything all in one place in my notebook. And then this is what I do. And then once a week, usually on the weekends, I will go through all my notes on my phone, and I will go through all my notes in my notebook, and I will organize them in a fashion that makes it ready for me to do what I need to do. So I will either add it to my list for the week of things I need to do. Like if it's an app that I need to research or whatever. If it's a video that I need to make, I do one of two things. I either create a script using ChatGPT, or if it's just a simple little video, this is very old school, but this is what I do. I have note cards, and I will just write bullet points on a note card. And like, this is how many video ideas I have just waiting, probably 20, 25 videos that I have waiting for TikTok that I have waiting for me to make. So when I have time to make a video, if it's not a video that I just want to make on the fly, I go to these note cards, I skim through 5, 6, or 7 of them. When one stands out to me and I'm like, oh, I could do that, I go ahead and go make that video. So that's kind of my process. But the number one step is to take action immediately, either do it or write it down. The second step is to act on it. Let me go back to step number 1. I have a quote from Tony Robbins. It says, never leave the sight of an idea without taking some kind of action, whether it's implementing the idea immediately or writing it down to act on later. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Okay. So we talked about that. Next is act on what you have, and more will be given. So the quote here is Myron Golden says, God gives ideas to those who act on them. When your ideas gather dust, you're signaling to the Lord that you're not ready for more. I don't know about you, but I do not want to give that signal to the Lord. And then lastly, in Genesis, God created, right? The very first chapter. The Bible is a playbook on life. It's a guide. It's not a book of about religion. It has a religion in it, but it is a guidebook. And in Genesis, what the Lord's first command to us I'm not talking about the commandments. I'm talking about command. So the first thing that the Lord did was he created, right? And then the first command that he gave us in the Bible is to be fruitful and multiply. So he tells us to create and go make more. So that's what the Lord told us to do. So the step number 3 is for you to, if you're having trouble knowing, if you don't have ideas flowing, it's probably because you haven't been honoring those ideas. So my suggestion is to pray and just say, Lord, I'm feeling pretty stuck in my business. This is how I pray. I just talk to the Lord. Lord, I'm just feeling pretty stuck in my business. I'm not having ideas. I don't know what I should do. Lord, I'm asking you for first of all, before I ask you for anything, I am saying that I am really sorry. If you've given me ideas and I have not implemented them and I have not acted on them and I haven't honored you, please forgive me. I am really sorry. I need your help to help me implement. And if you're fearful, you would say something about being fearful. If whatever, Lord, I'm scared. I need for you to help me with this. Whatever it is, whatever excuse, talk to the Lord and ask him to help you with it. And then ask him for creativity. Please, Lord, please give me new ideas. Give me creative ideas. Tell me, if you want me to go this way, I want to go this way. If you want me to go that way, I want to go that way. Let my yes be yes. Let my no be no. Lord, I have a system in place. I am ready. I'm going to write things down. I'm going to implement as quickly as possible. Please give me creative ideas. Please give me fun, whatever it is you want from the Lord. I am listening. And then shut up and listen. That's a lot of times we pray about stuff and then we just won't stop talking, or we won't Like, if you're really seeking the Lord about something, guys, turn the TV off, turn the music off, put your phone down. Like, go for a walk with absolutely nothing. Silence your thoughts, silence your mind, and listen. And it's going to be just like a little idea that you think is from you, but it's really from the Lord. So I hope that another scripture I want to give you, Proverbs 16:3, commit your work unto the Lord and your plans will be established. When you align your ideas with God's purpose, take action, he will bless your efforts. Love that. Let me see if there's anything else from my notes that I want to say very quickly. Okay, that's it. That's all I've got. So create your system, take action, review any notes that you've taken over the week, organize them and take action so that you can take action, and then pray about it and stay open, listen, and honor. And you've got this. So I would love for you guys to comment below. What is something that you need to take action on today? Love you. Bye.